Good evening and welcome everybody to KRT Live. We are delighted to bring you this morning's Valentine's Kiss Race, ladies only race, and I'm joined in the virtual commentary box by no other person than the legend that is Tofu Smuggler. So good morning, Tom. How you doing?
I think I was muted. Good evening, Lewis. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm really good. Yeah, so it looks like the 8 guys are off. They're off and away already. So we'll get going and we'll start talking and commentating on this race as we begin. So Tom, tell the viewers, tell us, where are we racing today?
Yeah, today we are racing the seaside sprint in Watopia. It's going to be a very exciting, punchy course. It is kind of relentless on attack possibilities, and it's going to be great. It's going to be very exciting to see. We're going to be going through, soon we're going to be going up a little hill, and then we're going to turn left, and we're going to go through the S's, and then we're going to go through the villa, and then we're going to head down the little gravelly S curves towards the volcano, up into the volcano, back through the glass tunnel and to the S's again. And we're going to do that over and over again. I think we're going to be doing 6 laps for the D, 7 laps for the C, 8 laps for B, 8 laps for A, 7 for B, 6 for C, and 5 for D.
That's fantastic. Thanks so much, Tom. So, yeah, we've got chat open and Jesse Williams has joined us and he's saying, oh, yeah. So nice one, Jesse, for joining us in the live stream tonight and giving some shout outs to the team. We have got so many ladies racing tonight, and I think this is absolutely fantastic. Tom did some calculations before we went on air just to see how many people racing tonight, and it's a huge number, isn't it, Tom? How many have we got?
Yeah, I think we have a total of maybe over 210 ladies in total across all divisions. The C category is the biggest at almost 100, and 40 or so in the other divisions. And shockingly, from the KRT front, we have 2 A's, 4 B's, 15 KRTC ladies, and 2 in the D pen as well.
That's incredible, absolutely incredible. And we're bringing you, we've got eyes on the A-Cats at the moment, and the plan tonight is to do what we can to bring you the action from across the cats. But we've got eyes on, haven't we, Tom, the B's and the C cat races, and then we've got some Suffolkams going on, but we might bring you those in a little while. But we'll just watch the A-Cats as they start their way through these S's. They're going to do the reverse S's and then head their way down to the bridge where the sprint section is. It's a very, very short lap, and I've never raced this course, Tofu. I don't know about you, because it's only been an event-only course, not for a very long time, for about a year or two, I think, or even it might have been last year in 2020 where it was made formally into an events course. But you can't just go and select it, can you, when you jump onto Zwift? So that makes it unique.
It's a relatively new course, event only, like you said, and I've raced it. It's fun. I love it. It definitely requires very good 30-second, 1-minute power. That's going to be the key here for these ladies today, and then the ability to repeat 30-second efforts over and over again. It's a very punchy course.
Yeah, so I can see now from my screens in here in Liverpool that I have got action across the A's, the B's and the C's. They've all taken off, and so we're on lap 1 currently of the A's. The B's, they are just starting through the S's, and the C's I'm looking at the person who's leading the way in the season. It's no other than Kelsey Trannell. So Tofu, she's setting the pace early on, and she's showing the KRT ladies the way to do it.
Yeah, she's not going to let this race slip away from her. That's for sure. And I'm a little biased, but she's my favorite for the C category today.
She a hot tip, yeah. Yeah. So she's rocking in her pain cave, which is just behind where you are situated. So we might just try and see if we can bring her in now. Let's see if we can do this. So here is Kelsey, and she's worked hard in the C category, at the front of the C category, not letting herself get dropped. There we can see her out of the saddle and pushing. She's got something on her arm there, Tom. What's that?
Oh, that's a compression sleeve. She had a blood clot about a year ago, and she's learned to manage it. But that's a compression sleeve to keep swelling down as she increases her heart rate.
Okay, fair enough. Wow, that's good on her. Absolutely fantastic to see it up and out the saddle so early on as well. And JD Reich joining us in chat as well, saying go KRT. So great to have KRT team mates watching the stream and joining us live tonight for this really unique event. I have to say, Tofu, that Zwift do an absolutely brilliant job of promoting ladies racing, and they have done for a number of years, but it just seems to be really growing and growing. And it feels like, I know in KRT we've had a big growth and expansion in women, particularly in the last sort of 3 to 6 months. And I think it's great. I really do. What are your thoughts about the way it's kind of going?
Yeah, it's really impressive to see, and I'm always amazed at how many more ladies these women-only events bring out. It really shows the power of ladies racing together and not having to race with the men, and witnessing races over the years. The ladies have a completely different race dynamic than the men do. It's cool to watch.
I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more. We're watching the A's here, and there are some really powerful women who've joined the race here today, and as you say, like just seeing these numbers on Zwift, it's incredible. Even just from a couple of years ago, it's fantastic to see. We've got Deborah Sluz-Parkers, we've just given her a ride on, and she's doing a brilliant job here. I'm going to just bring her up and onto the screen too. So there's Deborah, and she's smiling away, and she looks cool as a cucumber. So good on Deborah. Give a thumbs up and a big smile. You're doing brilliantly. Keep it up. So there's Deborah, and there's her avatar, and she's just drifting towards the front as she makes her way round. So 8 laps are on the board for the A-Cats and for the Bs and for the Cs as they make their way around. Obviously, the Bs are only going to be doing 7 laps, and the Cs are going to be doing 6 laps. And what's special about the race, I think you mentioned before, Tom, but is there's a sprint on every even lap. So I'm going to be ringing the bell. There we go. There's a little practice, just getting my virtual bell ready for the sprint laps as they come around. So that'll be going off every other lap. Might be quite challenging trying to do that whilst the race is going on, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. We've got some more shout outs coming in from chat, which is great to see. So we've got James Ward, who's a perennial live streamer and a brilliant racer on the KRT team, saying yay Deborah, so giving Deborah the love. So that's fantastic. Cheer on your riders. We've got some support from other teams coming as well, so it's great to have the comment from Mountain Bike Girl KT shouting out for the Vixens. Go Vixens. So we have got some great teams in here. Socks for Watts are very well represented. Saris in the Pros Closet. We've got Sisu, the I Race Like a Girl team there. All of these names, Cryogen are in here. The Aeonians are represented too. So we've got the Cryo Race Development Squad as well. We've got representation from them. So we do have some really well-known, very powerful, very impressive racers who've been competing week in, week out at the very top level, at the Premier League level for the Zwift Racing League, if you've tuned into those on Zwift Community Live, or you might have seen them on Zwift Live on the main page. But if you haven't, then tune in and check them out. And they've been doing the WTRL events too on the Thursday evenings, the team time trials, which are great, aren't they, Tofu? Do you enjoy doing those?
Yeah, the team time trials are painful. Type 2 fun, as we call it.
They are, aren't they? I have to say, I love them, and I love to hate them. But I don't think I've pushed myself as hard as when I've been doing team time trials. I think the feeling of like not wanting to let your teammates down is really, really quite a pull, and it really pushes you out of your comfort zone and makes you want to push on and push on. So
it really teaches you can learn new boundaries for yourself. It's cool.
Absolutely. So it's looking like this front group of ACATs is quite compact. There's been some selection already, I do believe. They are motoring. They are motoring along here, 27, 28 miles an hour. And that's really impressive to see. We've got eyes on Katrina Weiss here, Scotty Weiss, for anyone who is familiar with Zwift and people who are on Zwift. So these are like the royalty of Zwift racers. We've just going to jump forward to Claire Reid now and give a little spotlight to another one of our KRT teammates who is in the suffer cam pain face. Let's see what's going on here with Claire. Let's see if we can bring her up. Let's see, is she there? There she is. Let's get eyes on with Claire. Oh my gosh,
she's looking cool and calm.
Again, like Deborah, and she's got her sign behind her, and she's got her medals up on the wall. It's impressive. What an impressive pain cave. I think she's just recently renovated in the pain cave, and she's had a nice update and refresh. So, well, again, absolutely determined, really focused, great effort. Ride on to Claire, doing a brilliant job. Brilliant job. So
it looks like in the APAN, I'm following along on live results for Zwift Power. It looks like they're working right now. It looks like 29 ladies in the A's have made the cut, and they've averaged 4.0 watts per kilogram so far as a group.
Wow, that's really, really impressive, isn't it? That just is that's super rapid. And the comments are lighting up in chat. So we've got Glenn Knight with I think that's a shout out for me. Either that or he's lent on his keyboard. But Glenn, it's great. I have to say, after a special mention to Glenn Knight, for one of the original founders of the KRT team, and doing impressive work with Newbury Velo now, and a good friend, and teammate. I'm sure every member of the KRT would say. So great to have you watching tonight, Glenn. And shout out here from John Stedman, and we've got Vicky in her pain cave, so we'll be jumping over to her shortly. So thanks, John, saying great to have you back in commentary box. And I'm just delighted to have someone alongside me. So we've got John shouting out, good luck to all racing tonight. So yeah, we'll pass that on. And JD Reich, a shout out for you, Tofu. Tofu crushes team time trials. You've got a kick on you, Tofu. I've seen it many times.
I need to get back in those Thursdays TTTs.
Yeah, man. So what I love about Claire's avatar is she's got a Mohican, which is great. It makes it really easy to find her, when you're looking for someone here. But I have to shout out, so we've got a youth rider here, actually, who's a really talented rider, Ruby Oakes. She's based on the Isle of Man, and she's an incredibly strong rider. She's 14 years of age, and she's rocking and rolling with this very front group, this top group of women out here. And this is Ruby. It's really hard to sometimes see because of the way Zwift jumps around and the way things are, but there she is, and she's riding in the Socks for Watts jersey. And so a big ride on and shout out to Ruby, and we wish her all the best with her continuing sort of development as she hopefully makes the way through and into sort of a professional career. But she's well on her way. Absolutely supreme athlete, and to have such talent at 14 is incredible, really. So I believe they're going to be coming through this rock tunnel, and then it's the
they have just went through the sprint banner, so that is the start of their second lap. So next time they see the banner, it will be for preem points.
That's the one. Thanks, Tofu. There we go. It's only taken one lap and I'm already confused and I don't know where we are. This is what happens. This is what happens. We've got some comments coming through. Mr. Dave Ranson, Sticky Bottle himself, evening all, he's shouting out. So yeah, good to see you in chat. And some support for Claire Reid from Glen Knight shouting, go, go, go. And James Ward, don't mess with Glenn, he's got a chainsaw apparently. And then Glenn replying with, and a spare battery now. So so there's a story for another time. So we are doing well. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can jump to the B cats. You see, because of the way this event's been set up, the event has been created so that the cats don't see each other on the road. So during the race, the A cats are not going to see the B cats, the C cats, or the D cats. So the only way this may work is if I do a little bit of trickery with Zwift companion app. So I'm going to try and do that now and see if I can jump to another category. So we'll have to keep a really close eye on this group here, but they've got a fair ways to go before they're jumping in with the next one. So yeah. Any tips, Tofu? Any hot tips for who you think might take the sprint, maybe in the A's or the B's for that matter, or the C's?
Well, it'll be interesting to see because I think the preem points will really factor into the overall winner for the race. Preem points, I think, are awarded to the top 5. And with 1, 2, 3 preems for the A's, they could get up to, what is it? I believe they have a chance to earn 10 points for first place on each preem. So you could get up to 40 points with the intermediate preems, and that could make a huge difference. So high power will be key. Like I said, though, this course is so punchy. Every rider really has to pay attention throughout the entire course to not get accidentally dropped. So there's a pretty significant little punchy hill, just 45 seconds before the sprint banner, and so you'll want to be at the front there before you head downhill and then across the bridge. So
yeah,
being placed in the pack will be key.
That's it. I know that this. I actually really do enjoy sprinting across this bridge. It's short. It's a short sprint, and you can really get a good run in, can't you? If you come out of the rollers and you kick down the hill. So I think it will be an interesting sprint to see. It'll be interesting to see if there are any gaps that appear and any people who then maybe attack after the sprint to then kick on and try and ride away. But
so many opportunities.
Yeah, it makes for an interesting race. I think it's a really interesting course and a great choice for this Valentine Kiss event. The first, I believe, of its kind, where it's this kind of lady. I mean, there's lots of women-only events, of course, but from the Kiss team, from the Kiss Rain team, I think it's the first event like this that's had the numbers that it's getting. So it's brilliant to see. It's absolutely fantastic to see. So I'm locked out of my Zwift companion app at the minute, which is I was going to say nothing about, but it's not. I'll just have to carry on and we'll just pretend that's not happening. So I'll see what I can do in the meantime, and we might pull up some suffer cams to see how some of the others are getting on in their pain caves, and we're going to just jump to see how Vicky Stebbins getting on, and that's John Stebbins' wife, and she's in the garage, and we've had a kind of a running joke, haven't we, with Mr. Jonathan John Steadman about the state of his garage, and it looks
pretty tidy today.
I think it's looking on point. I think he's done a good job. He's we're getting away from Vicky. Vicky knows she's on air, so she's very brief wave before getting back on song and getting focused again on her Zwift setup there. And she's got the KRT Kiss Race Team bottle in shot as well. So the sponsors will be delighted with her. So well done, Vicky. Ride on, cracking effort there. We'll try and get some coverage of the B's and the C's as I get logged into this Zwift companion app, which won't be long now, I am sure, as I remember one of my many passwords. So
it'll be exciting to see this first sprint for the A group. I don't think you want to be the first one to go, just because of the downhill lead-in. So I think coming from the middle of the pack will be will be key to get that draft. And then, of course, power-ups will always come into play.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what we might do, we might stick with the A's. We watch this first sprint because we are on the bell lap.
There it is.
As we are on that bell lap, we will watch this first sprint. We'll keep eyes on with this and see if we can find out who is first across the line to take those bragging rights and see them. We'll move back. I am now in the Zwift companion app, so that's great. And we'll be able to hopefully go fan view the bees. I'm just keeping an eye on the bees at the moment. And they're in the volcano. So the front group are in the center of the volcano at the moment. So the A's are obviously making their way to the beginning of the S's now. So yeah, the bees are looking like quite a large group as well, aren't they? Tofu. What sort of blob power are they putting out? Do you know?
Oh, let's see. Looks like 22 riders or so have made the front group with the bees, and they're at a 3.5 average.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's rapid again, isn't it? So they're not hanging around here at all. So C's as well. The C's seem to be making great time as well because they are in the volcano now. So I know there wasn't long between the two categories when they left. The pen was at about a minute. I think they were a minute apart. But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the C's finish or catch up to the B's with the bigger group. And they're average 35 riders, and they're averaging 3.1. So,
yeah, that's really impressive, isn't it? JD, thanks for the comment. Things are looking up, buddy. Things are looking up. We're getting over this COVID thing, and you know what? We're coming out of it stronger. So, and James Ward, brilliant to have you in chat. Thank you. It is awesome seeing the live streams of the team. It's great.
Looks like we got a breakaway on A. Somebody's going early.
It doesn't it? Yeah. See Tracy, really great effort from Saris the Pros Closet, and she's really putting out 8.3, 8.7 watts per kilogram. This is where
he is going to have to keep the power down to keep that blob away, though.
I know. This is the point that you kick. This is what I was saying. I love attacking from there.
So she can do it 7.0.
She's really kicking on. This is an impressive effort here. Really impressive effort from Tracy, and she's got 5-second gap here. And I think unless they really start to kick now, and Johan's kicking now at 5.1, but I think Tracy.
I think they're going to let her get it. 10 points to first.
That's impressive. What a great effort there.
Wow. She caught everybody by surprise on the S's.
Absolutely. Superb effort on the line for the points. So well done. That is impressive. Let's go back and see as the sprints are coming in now, thick and fast. It looks like K. Paul from Cryo, RDT.
Paul Grossman.
Yeah. So that was impressive too across the line there. It's great to see big watts as they sprinted out for the places second downwards. So we're going to try and go back and see because the B's are into the section of the S's. So I just need to see if I can find and fan view Laura in the B's. Oh my goodness, May magic.
Ooh, good timing.
Smooth as. So here we have Laura, and she's in about fifth wheel at the moment, and this is the point at which we're a little bit before where the attack came in the A's, but a good bunch here. Looks like it's 27 here in the B's, and we've got some good representation again, and Laura is here, and I can bring Laura into the person we're watching. Here is Laura Hicks, and she
looks ready.
She looks focused. She's really focused here. So good effort there, Laura. Let's see what you can do here on the sprint as it comes round. So she's just drifting to the front there. So clearly watching herself there on the stream, maybe, I don't know, just giving her a little bit of impetus. It's amazing what it can do when you know people are watching, isn't it, Tofu? And you
they're hitting this pitch right now.
This is it. This is the point. This is where we're going to see big watts as they just turn this corner and it starts to pitch up. 6% we're seeing on the gradient there, and someone's popping a feather-like power up, and that's someone from the Socks for Watts team, is it? No, it's further forward than that, sorry. Yeah, it looks like Boyenga for DDC. And so she's just popping a featherweight, but that's probably just to keep everyone in check and not let anyone get away. And we've got Sisu, rider, El Seaman, just taking it up now on the front. But
This could be anybody.
yeah, this one's going to be a real interesting sprint because
I see Vicky up there.
yeah, they're doing really, really well. Well positioned there from Vicky too. Yeah, you're absolutely right. As we turn the corner, here we go. And what is happening here? And that's big numbers here from Boyenga. She's really kicking on 9.6, 9.7 per kilogram. She's really shown a clean pair of heels. Can she stay away? 8.9. It's going to be close on the line, or is it going to be Van Houweling? Oh, I think Van Houweling just got it. Line, but wow, we're going to ring the bell there as well.
I think Vicky and Laura could have gotten points too, top 5. So.
Absolutely superb effort. Ladies, the sprinting effort there. Yeah, the KRT jerseys, 3, line astern there. So
and it looks like the C's are just hitting that pitch as well.
So I'm going to do the magic touch again. So let me see what I can do. And
Fast and furious.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. So I need to not look at myself. Sorry. I need to. Why is it looking at me? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's not what I want.
It looks like I'm watching on my screen. Looks like Blackburn has a 1-second lead, and then Kelsey is right on her tail in second place. They're coming down the hill. They have a 1-second gap to the rest of the pack. This could.
Yeah. I think I need to view someone else and then come back. I can't seem to pick up.
Ooh, the watts are coming. Here comes the wave.
Helmet
power up.
I'm watching, but I can't fan view. It's not letting me. Fan view's not stopped working. Oh, and there's a big kick there at the front there.
There's a long string of riders. This could be a pressure point for some of the ladies in the main group.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all stringing out, isn't it, in that C-cat?
C's have a long string. This is where you need to pay attention and hold those wheels. Yeah,
it's really strong out there, and there's a little group just off the front, isn't there? I can see of about 3 or 4 riders, and Kelsey's there in about 15th wheel, and she's dragging a big group back and to get back in touch with them.
Looks like most of them they're going to be all right, but there are some ladies that have gapped. They're going to have to push hard here before they get to that gravel section.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Brilliant effort there. So we are going to see, we're at the front of the AZ once more, and we're eyes on with Elle Ramsey. And she's putting out 5 watts per kilogram here, 5.2. Just impressive seeing these numbers from these ladies. I mean, she's verified, Zwift verified, so she's bona fide, legit strong, as are all of these women out on course tonight. And we can see they're quite compact again. There's 33 in this group, so I can see on the mini map, which you may or may not be able to see because it's probably quite small, but if I zoom in a little bit on the mini map, you might see, it's probably zoomed in too far now, but there's just the odd red dot in the distance of like the A's that maybe have just dropped off the back slightly and who've not managed to stick together with this front group, this select bunch of what have we got here? Is it about 20 now? They say it's Elle Eppelbaum for Fears just off the back there, 14 seconds off the back, and Ruby Oaks takes it up on the front at 4.2 watts per kilogram. So really impressive. So we're on, we're on lap 3 now. Is that right, Tofu?
Yeah, everybody is on their lap 3.
That's great. Okay, so we're keeping on top of where we are in terms of laps, and we'll do our best to bring some more coverage as Claire Reed's just sitting in really, really good position in there, not taking the very front, not putting your nose in the wind, but just doing enough to kind of make the others go right. If there's a break that tries to go away, we're going to just try and keep in touch a little bit. We're not going to be left off the back, because there's nothing worse than getting dropped off the back and then you get a couple of meters and then you get the close the gap sign, and then if it grows out to 5-10 meters, it can be really hard, can't it, Tofu, to get back in touch.
When you are when you're redlined at your heart rate limit, you do not want to see close the gap.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so there's Claire from the front of that A group and really focused, really, really driven, and not letting anyone get away, watching them closely as they go through the S's once more. And we'll be seeing how the sprint shakes out this time and see if anyone else takes it up, or see if we get a similar kind of attack at a similar sort of position as we did last time, which was a really, I think it caught people by surprise, didn't it? It was the first part of, and it's the first sprint lap. Maybe some of these ladies didn't know that actually that was a sprint section, that it was a points sprint, on that second lap. Maybe, I don't know.
I will be shocked if they let her get away with that again.
Yeah.
But with that said, this is not a preem sprint lap for these ladies. But you did just remind me, interesting note. So points for preems on second, fourth, and sixth laps. But there is also points available for the fastest sprints over the course of the entire race. And that technically could come from any lap.
Ah, okay. So I didn't know that. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I was looking at the instructions and there was something as well that I didn't really understand. It says, in honor of Valentine's Day, any rider who scores preem points with a time of XX.14 will receive an extra point.
Ooh.
So I was thinking, I was really confused at that. Is that so? Like, whatever your finishing time is, if your finishing time ends in like 14 seconds.
Yeah, so if their sprint time is 10.14 seconds, they will get some added Valentine's Day bonus points.
Yeah, you'll get an extra point. So, wow, imagine trying to get that one. I mean,
I think I'd be shooting for that every lap.
Yeah, I'm going to go for just like, 15.14. Slow pedal across the bridge. So here we go again. So let's just see who we need to be at the front. Come on, Dinsdale, get yourself together. They're absolutely killing it in the front. They're killing it at the front. I'm in the wrong angle here. I can't see. I think Cryogen. I think it was pretty clear. Or it could have been Seaside, but I think it was Cryo RDT. I think K Paul took that one. And apologies, because I was way behind on that one. Although I wasn't really expecting them to sprint, to be honest, because it was the third lap. But it
seems like it's better to give a little bit of an effort just in case, right? If you're not 100% sure.
Yeah, that's it, totally. Yeah, because you want to be gapped. You want to be have a gap appear, and then you're off the back, and there's be nothing worse than that. So where are we at the moment? We want to get some action from the C's if I can. I'm doing my best to try and do fan view again. See if. No, it's very strangely just not giving me fan views even as an option, which is it's bizarre, because it actually let me fan view the bees just a little while ago. So I'll try that again and see what happens. Feel free to talk about the action, Tofu, just for a moment.
Yeah, while you try to figure that out, I think the hidden secrets of this course is this little downhill gravel section. I have found myself while racing this course to accidentally fall off the back of the group just ever so slightly and lose them on that little downhill S-curve through the gravel. I don't know what it is with it. I think your mind says, oh, it's downhill, I can relax a little bit. But with the added rolling resistance of the gravel, I think if you lose the draft, you could be done. So that's an interest. This course is so complex. You really have to be paying attention the entire time.
Yeah, you're right. It's because you look at the profile of the route and you think, it's flat. It's flattish. It doesn't have major elevation changes, but it's not flat. It's
relentless.
Kickers and those little rollers and as you say, going through the gravel, those are the times when a gap can just appear, can't they? And
even this is the flattest section of the course right here, leading back to the volcano, and this is an opportune time if you want to push the pace and force a break. It's a good opportunity to do it, because right after the flat section is the volcano climb, and if a large enough group breaks away on that flat section, you can hold it through the volcano and maybe the rest of the race.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are eyes on with the sea. We've managed it for some reason. It's just Zwift companion.
The Zwift gods are with us.
Yeah, we have pleased them. Somehow we've pleased them, and they are letting us come to the front of this group. And here we have Kelsey Trannell. Nancy Lay is there as well, so she's taking it up here as well, and it's going to be interesting. They are on lap 3, so this is
They're
not
on lap
lap
three.
3, this isn't the sprint, but it'll be interesting to see how things pan out and just see how this group maybe whittles down a little bit more, possibly. This front group of C's, the last time, according to Zwift Power, were pushing out really at really at the cat limit, 3.1 watts per kilogram, and it said there were 35 riders in that front group. Could well be the same number in that group. It looks like a decent group, and they are motoring, absolutely motoring, as they continue to make their way around the S's once more for their on this third lap that they are on. So they will come to complete this lap shortly, and then it will be another sprint lap for them. So let's see if anyone takes it up near the front here. AEO and Vixen team being well represented at the front, and Revo all having good representation right up here at the front. And we've got Canadian Vixen rider. Here we go. I've given 100 ride-ons. There we go.
Hey,
That's not bad for a brand new account, is it? Here we go. We're going to give Kimberly's taking up for KRT now, and she's pushing out some watts here. And look at her go. Oh, go on, Kimber. Yeah, that's it. That's what we like to see. She's doing a lead out, great lead out. Maybe setting up Kelsey. Maybe that's the plan. Or maybe she's going to help the others. But do you know what? It's a really good showing from Kimberly. And let's see if we can keep eyes on at the front and just see if we can get. And we've got a big sprint here, and it's the person who's in green, and it's Swartz. S. Swartz for Herd, and she's taking it up. And Kimberly's going as well. Kimberly, she's going for it. She's got it. What a great sprint. Unfortunately,
she's going to get it, but I hope she knows that's not for points.
It's not for points. But you know what? It's for pride.
Oh, yeah.
ART jersey. What a great effort there. And she doesn't take the green. That remains with Swartz for Herd. And she's doing a brilliant job too. But big numbers again, big numbers at the front there of that C-Cat sprint. So well done to the C's. And this is what happens at the aftermath of a sprint. As you can see, all strung out, and there's people further back there now, and they can end up getting caught out. Kelsey's in a good position there. So well done to her and Herzog. And just need to bring it all back together if they want any chance of remaining for the next lap. And so there we've got Brekke off the back there a little bit. Hopefully she can do something, but it looks like that might be a bridge too far now. The gap's going out to 8-9 seconds. So tough one to bring back, isn't it? It's a very tough one to bring back, really. So great job there. Let's see if we can get back and get eyes on with the ACAT and see where they're at.
And now everybody should be on their fourth lap, which will be up for point spreams when they get back to that banner.
Absolutely. So we have got lap 4 for all cats. Just having a little look at the Bs, because as Claire is sitting in fourth wheel at the moment and looking brilliant in this whittled down A pack. And the front group of A riders is now putting out 3.9 watts per kilogram. And it says there's 27 riders in that group. So that's a good group. It's a decent size. We're halfway through. Well, when we come across the line this time, we will be exactly halfway through the race for these ladies in the A-Cat. Just going to move forward in the B-Cats to see how things are looking there. And again, the strong representation from KRT leading the way, and M. Finney for Herd is taking it up, the American rider, and it will give them a ride on too. So making their way rapidly through the S's at 31, 32 miles an hour here. Brilliant job here by all who are racing.
And this will soon mark the halfway point for the A category. So they'll be racing for, looks like, about an hour and 20 minutes when all is said and done.
That's a decent length race. That's a really decent length race. So let's get a better view and see how this group make their way through the S's. See, everyone's going to be watching everybody else and who's coming to the front, but it looks like it's the riders from Saris and the Pros Closet. I can see the yellow jerseys just moving up.
No breakaway this time.
Yes, they're sticking together. They're sticking together. Bit wiser to it this time. Maybe not wanting to let anyone go, although there's some big numbers just there punching through from Cameron. But I think the rest of these ladies are wise to it this time. Lots of them on the Tron bike. Tron bike very popular on this course, as well as aero bikes. I can see a lot of aero bikes, and there's a few disc wheels too. So here's someone popping an aero helmet already, and it's coming from the Saris the Pros Closet. And it's an interesting tactic to go quite so early, but go she has, and this is
she has the power.
Look at that sprint coming from Saris the Pros Closet, and she looks like she's going to take that comfortably across the line, and it looks like second, third to Saris the Pros Closet. That was an absolute masterclass of teamwork and effort, but I have to give Tracy a ride on for that effort there in terms of the timing of the sprint, popping that aero helmet as she did just before going onto the bridge, and then having the power to light it up like that was incredible, wasn't it, Tofu?
Was she the one to get the first preem as well with the breakaway? If so, she is one to watch if she can maintain these watts for the finish.
I think she was, but I'm not sure if it was Cameron. It may have been Cameron, but I'll have to go back and watch the replay. But amazing effort, great teamwork, super strong ride in there from C. Tracy from Saris the Pros Closet. Alka Cross and the B Cat look like they're making their way through onto the S's. So I'm going to try and fan view over to that direction and see if I can. Just need to pick up a name of someone who's looking like they're hanging in tough there near the front. And I think Laura's still there at the front. So we're going to see if we can ride on over to where Laura is in the B Cat. See if it'll let us do this and see how Laura's looking. So we're eyes on with Laura, and let's just get a view of Laura from her pain cave. And head hasn't gone down. She's still a picture of concentration. Absolutely impervious. Great job. Thumbs up right onto you, Laura. Absolutely brilliant job. So she's just here at the front, sort of second wheel, third wheel, here as she comes around the S's. And these rollers are, when you've done them a couple of times, it's all right. When you're on your seventh or eighth time around them, you start to get a little bit, don't they, Tofu? They start to sting a little bit. And, if someone decides to put the power down, they can really tingle.
It's so true. These little rollers are just enough to stress the legs.
Yeah. And who have we got here? We've got Socks for Watts, Sock and Roll. And so we've got good team representation in this B category as well. We've got Sisu, we've got Cryo T, race development team, we've got Revo in here as well. So it looks like Nerd thought they were going for a little bit of a push off the front, but I don't think that was an attack. And got everyone together, really. A great effort they're making just coming up to this rise now. So this is where it's going to be interesting. You have to keep an eye on the action here to see if there's anyone who feels like attacking at this point. This is the point. If you're going to try and do it and get away, try and get a jump on the rest of the group. And we've got Seaman here. Sisu. I race like a girl team, and just getting a second over Laura Hicks. Group. But Laura's taking it up now with 4.3 watts per kilogram, 4 watts per kilogram underneath, just behind.
Chase will get it this time.
I think so. I think you're right. And that looks like that catch has been made there. And we're looking to see who's going to light it up here.
Vicky and Laura are up there again.
Laura's going for it. Vicky are going for it. And it's going to be interesting across the line. Who's going to take it? It looks like Boyenga might have the legs. Oh, that's a really good effort. Well
Good
done.
points. Good points.
But second and third taken by Vicky Stedman and Laura Hicks across the line. Great effort by all of them again, and stars and confetti again. So many of them. It's just incredible to watch. Absolutely incredible to watch. And here we go. The C's now. Like, oh my goodness me! It's all.
These are in the S's.
It seems to be all getting close. So let me do this time.
It's interesting. I think if you want to win this point race at the end of the day, you have to be in the points on every sprint preem as well.
Yeah, I agree. It's and that's really hard to be that consistent. You know, you really hard to be right up there.
It looks like the C's, the front group, they're in the S's right now, and they've whittled down to just about 20 or so in the front now.
Wow. That's a real war of attrition there. Yeah, and they're doing 3.1 watts per kilogram still. So we're eyes on with Nancy Lay, and she's doing a brilliant job for KRT, flying the flag for the team. And we just come up to the front of this group. No, that's oops, a daisy. That's a C that's off the back, and they're nearly going to make a catch there, I think. But right, here's the front. Here's the front of this group. And Kelsey's looking good. Got HDRL riders too. We've got Vixen riders. ODZ represented too. So it looks like it's going to come down to a sprint this time. And Kelsey looks like she's
where she wants to be on this one. I know it.
That's good. It's good positioning. And it'd be interesting to see how this goes. There's some power-ups being popped on the way down the hill. It's a good tactic. It's a good tactic if you've got the drafting power-up and you can go for it. But who's this on the front? Someone's really kicking. And yet again, oh my gosh, it's Swartz. Are they going to be able to stay away again a second time? I don't think so. It looks like N. Williams for Reeve. Who's coming through there, though? C. Waller for Fear, is it? Oh, is it?
Wow.
Wow. That's one for Zwift Power to work out, I think. I'm going to let Zwift Power do its magic on that one because I had not a clue who was.
And once again, this is a major pressure point for those that did not push on that sprint.
And again, there's a gap, and it's only a second. So, but the group who've just sprinted, who are coming in, and it's Kelsey and the others, who they have to keep sprinting. They have to keep pushing hard to make the catch now to these ladies in front. Otherwise, it's good night Vienna. The gap's out and it's gone. But a great job there to bring it all back, and good riding there by Kimberly and the others to just become Grupo Compacto with that front group of C's. So I think S. Schwartz with the green jersey is a marked lady now. Unfortunately, she's going to be a marked lady, but she was there or thereabouts again. That second preem sprint. So as they make their way on to lap 5, is this lap 5 or is this lap 6? Now I'm losing.
Lap 5 now.
This is lap 5. Okay, let's jump back to the A's and see where we're at. Let me see. Whoa, let's have a breath. Okay, and we jump right back in with the A's, and the A's are, again, now this is going to be the end of lap 5 for the ACAT, and they are going to be then on to their 6th lap, which will be another sprint points lap, another bell lap. So we'll just have a little take on Zwift Power, see where we're at with the front of this A group, and it's telling us that it's 27 riders and 3.9 watts per kilogram average speed at the front there. So any hot tips this time round, Tofu?
Just you need to stay focused. I know the legs are burning by now. You're halfway through the race at least, if not more. All the attacks and preems are pushing hard. You just have to stay focused. You can do it. Keep the power down.
You heard it from the main man right here. The guy who knows how to sprint. Yeah, it is really important. Keeping the power down is important, isn't it? You know, if you go too early and you're popping some matches and then you blow, it's all gone. That's it. You know, it's over, isn't it? But it's knowing when to go and then having the confidence to be able to keep that up So I'm going to keep eyes on Tracy and see. But it looks like Cryogen want a bit of a return here now. So they want something out of this. And they're really representing at the front here with two riders, I think, across the line there. So well done to Kay Paul. Ruby Oaks coming in a really good second there, taking a PR, and the other women as well, El Ramsey, C. Johan. So I think because it wasn't for points, I think that's probably why Sarasa Pro's Closet were quite happy to sort of sit in and let Cryogen just drift to the front that time round, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that wasn't as rapid a sprint that time. But again, we are now on the bell lap for lap 6 with the ACATs, and so just this lap and 2 more to go, and then it will be race over. So they have completed 21.8 miles, which is a huge distance into the race. I don't seem to have Zwift power.
Oh no.
Anymore. So is it working for you, Tofu? Still?
It's not. Once again, Zwift Power always works for a little bit, and the last update I have was just 11.4 kilometers in, so it's been quite some time.
Yeah, I just glanced down and noticed that, and then thought I've been referring to where the gaps are, and how many watts per kilogram they're putting out, and I don't think it's accurate. So yeah, it's not right, is it? Unfortunately, Zwift Power seems to have creaked and fallen over yet again. What a shame, because it's such a valuable tool if you're commentating or in the team car and you're DSing. But we can see from this group, I can do a little bit of manual head counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think it might be around about 18 in this group now. So that's down quite considerably from the 27 or so that we had earlier on in the race. So it is getting whittled down, isn't it? Slowly but surely.
It really is. And I will add, I don't know if you have any ability to have a look in on the D pen, but I just had a quick look. It's their final lap, and they are spread out across the course. There's not really a main front group at all, but it does look like one KRT rider, Holly Krenz. She is in the tie. She's potentially at the point of the race. She's sitting in 2nd or 3rd place right now on their last lap. So
let me see what I can do to bring in the D's. There is Holly. Oh, as if by magic. So it is their final lap, and they're doing 5 laps. Is that correct?
Actually, sorry. Looks like they will be just beginning their final lap here.
Okay, got you.
So 1 lap to go for the D's.
Yeah, got you. Okay, so we're eyes on with Holly, who's doing a brilliant job here. She's sitting at what looks like I'm trying to click on the wrong screen. There we go. Let's give her a ride on. Looks like she's sitting in 3rd position here in the D's. Great effort, great job. Not sure if there's a bit of a gap. There is a bit of a gap up to the 2nd and 1st place in the D's, to A. Withers and to Hillsden for the Aeonian team, and they seem to be line astern for 1st and 2nd. So 27 seconds, is that a gap that you can pull back in Zwift in a race, do you think, Tofu?
I mean, I don't want to say it's impossible, but with 2 on the front and 2 in the chase group, I think these 2 groups will stick. I think that's the most likely outcome.
Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? Because you look at you can see the leaderboard. When you're racing in Zwift, you can see that leaderboard. So it's tantalizing. You can see that gap, and sometimes you might be descending, and your opponents that are just down the road a little way, they're climbing, and then so that gap starts to come back to you, and you think, hey, I'm getting them here. I'm getting them. Can give you a little bit of motivation, a bit of a carrot, dangling in front of you. And it can help sometimes, but just the way that the drafting affects, it's 2v2, isn't it? So it's a fairly even match. It just depends on the legs, doesn't it, at this point in the race? Be an interesting one. 26 seconds. And then we go back quite a way to Bassett for the Aeonian teams. She's in no woman's land. Unfortunately, she really is, it's no man is an island, no woman is an island. But unfortunately today, Kay Bassett, you are, unfortunately, because you're riding on your own valiantly effort, superb effort for fifth place. And there's a big gap then back to H2 EFDV. So a minute and 52 seconds. So considerable gaps, unfortunately, appearing then around the course. And interesting, isn't it? Because it does seem like they've all splintered into either twos or individuals or single groups. Bit of a strange one, but maybe just due to the nature of the DCAT, and then some of these women this might be their first ever race, mightn't it? It might be like one of their first races. They might have just jumped onto Zwift, and so you do get that big range of ability, spread of power that you might see. But ride on to every single one of them for plugging away, getting round, and 18.2 miles into this course, and superb effort. So they've got one lap to go. Is that correct?
You're correct. They are on their last lap. At least the leaders are.
Yeah. Okay. So we might just jump back to, let me see where we are at. I think the C's are coming round for the sprint for that lap. So let's just see if I can do that. So if I just jump back in to see how they are, because they're just on the bridge now. So it'd be good to see their sprint as they come over.
And I believe this is a non-point lap.
Yes, that's correct. I've got this as lap 5. So we're live with Nancy once more from the KRT team. And let's just move forward slightly to see who's at the front. And is it Kimberly? Is she going to take it up this time? She looks like she's taking it up just as the rain starts to fall. Not what you want when you're starting to sprint.
Oh, the rooster tails.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But it's all going off at the front here. They're all just killing it. C Rush is really going for it here, and I think might take it on the line. Oh, going to get pipped, I think, by Finney. M. Finney. Oh, no, C Rush, sorry, from M. Finney. And then Nancy Lay coming in third, I think it was. So great sprint there, Nancy. And the others following suit. And the rain really starting to hammer down. And it's virtual rain, but it's not what you want to see, is it? It doesn't really help.
I love it.
Yeah, that's right. So great to see. Great effort there. Let's just see how the Pain Caves are going. Katie Levi is racing, so let's just bring her in on the live stream. There is Katie. Haven't seen her, but she looks like she's having her own personal disco, Tofu. Look at the flashing lights going on there.
The Levi's have an amazing setup, I can tell you that.
That is awesome. She is rocking and rolling and enjoying every pedal stroke. So ride on to Katie. Great effort out there. Superb. It's great to see. Great to see her smiling too. Really, really great effort. Let's jump back to the action and see how the guys are doing at the front of the A's, because they must be, I think, not far away from the sprint for lap 6. So we've got the C's now on lap 6, we've got the B's on lap 6, and the A's are well on their way on lap 6. So yes, it looks like they are coming to the sprint yet again. So that was impeccable timing by myself. I'd like to take all the credit for that. Will I actually get the sprint? That's the thing. I'm going to look and see Tracy here again. So Saris in the pros closet, and it's Tracy yet again. Oh my goodness me. Look at this teamwork here from Saris in the pros closet. And it looks like Tracy, and then Grossman, and then Cameron. Oh my goodness me. Absolutely line astern. That is really, wow. That's a class apart, isn't it, Tofu? What are your thoughts on that?
They're really starting to put a hold on the overall standings, I think, after 3-point frames. The other leaders are going to have to maybe form an attack, see if they can drop some of the Saris riders. The rest of the field has their work cut out for them right now.
Yeah, they'll be communicating, won't they? Do you think they'll be communicating in voice comms? You know, do you think to be able to coordinate so well?
They absolutely will be, and as the race wears on, and some of the key sprinters have been putting the watts down over and over again. Maybe this is the opportune time to start thinking about an attack that can stick through the end of the race.
Yeah, that's just seems like they've got immense firepower there. When it comes to the sprints, they're just on a different level. But well done to them. Absolutely incredible watching that out on course, and interesting to see. Just trying to get an idea of the numbers. So yeah, I think it's 17. It looks like there's 17 in that group. So A Stoll at the back there, rocking the Saris Pros Closet kit. She looks to be the back of that front group of ACATs. And then there's a big sort of gap, 50 seconds back there to Kay Langer for Seaside, and then it's Hewitt for Vixen and LL Shoop, and so gaps then appearing further back, and we've got Deborah's back there riding in a group 3, so they've been dropped a few minutes back, but I mean the pace that the front group are putting out is pretty impressive yet again. I've got eyes on the B-Cats. The B-Cats look like they're just going under the glass tunnel at the moment, so they'll be making their way out of the tunnel shortly and then up and onto the S's. So we're going to jump into their group.
Check in with and the C's are on the volcano, and I believe it is their last lap. The C's are also on their last lap.
Yes, they are. The C's doing. Are the C's only doing 6 laps?
They are doing 6 laps.
Yes, they are. That's right. So we'll watch the B's come through, then we'll jump into the C's, and we'll see the end of their race. That will be the end of their race, and then we can possibly jump back to. We might catch the end of the D's, but that might be a bridge too far tonight. We'll just have to see. Who am I looking for? Now I've got myself confused. B's. I need someone who's up on the B's. Let me see who is still there. No, that's 20th place. Laura's doing brilliantly. Laura's doing a great job of hanging tough for KRT at the front of that B group. So well done to Laura. Let's just get your view there. And it's wet. It's still miserable on course. And what a day to be racing. Visibility is shocking now, and really, really taking a turn for the worse, hasn't it? But Laura's doing a great job there, just sitting at the back, hanging tough as they go through these rollers once more and through the S's. I wonder if we'll see a kind of attack similar to the one we saw before, whether we'll see any kind of teamwork coming through, or whether it'll just be every woman for herself. I've done the same again. I've jumped too far. Sorry everybody. There we go. Back in the action, and there's Anne-Marie Fontaine, and I DS'd for Anne-Marie the other night for she rode with the in the team time trial for Zwift Racing League for the Love Guns, the Kiss Race team, CCAT guys and girls who are doing a brilliant job, as are all of the teams that have entered into the Zwift Racing League. It's been absolutely brutal, but that course around New York was particularly tough, wasn't it, Tofu?
Oh, WTR just loves to put people in pain.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, trying to keep a team together going up that glass KOM was something else. It really was. But well done to everyone who raced it the other week. So we're getting towards the front here, and we've got someone here for Socks for Watts just showing a clean pair of heels, and Van Klooster coming forward.
And this is for points.
It is for points. It is for points, and they're all absolutely hammering it. So I've got no way of getting forward. But it looks like Vicky Stebbins did a really good job there. She came second across the line there, I believe. So
she's putting herself in a good position.
Jansen as well. Jansen, well done for KRT as well. Sorry, Laura too. Brilliant job, all of you ladies across the line. Supremely.
And B are now starting their final lap as well.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So final lap for the Bs. Ring that bell. Get the bell wrong. Let's ring that bell, and let's jump back in to see the. Shall we see the C's now. The C's
I
are.
think we better go to the C's. They are in the S's on their final lap.
That's right. That's right. I can see from my other screen here in the virtual commentary box. So we jump to Nancy Lay once more, and we pick it up here as they are making their way slowly but surely through the S's for the final time. Great positioning, and I can see 1, 2, 3 KRT jerseys, maybe 4. Is that at the front there?
I think so. We're in good shape.
We're in good shape. We've got good teamwork here, and this is a good position. This is a good position to be in. This is fantastic. Jessie Williams giving us some extra info. Tracy raced for USA in eWorlds this year. She is super strong. Oh, wow. Yeah, she really is. We've seen that. Jessie, she really is. Absolutely incredible rider. And she's punching her way through these sprints.
Here goes the C group. They're coming. They're starting this final pitch.
Here we go. Yeah, and there's a little bit of a break at the front there. It looks like from Alison. No, sorry. No. Sorry, that's. I think Alison may just have been lapped there. So I think they've just caught Alison and maybe overhauled her. So we're going to go eyes on with maybe Swartz. Swartz is the marked woman who has the green sprint jersey from earlier. So let's be eyes on there and see what happens, because I think if anyone's going to light it up, they've got the ability to. They've shown it already. Any little wagers on who you think might take it? Although there's a couple of...
I got to go with my girl, Kelsey. She has not been doing these sprints, and I guarantee she has an arrow power up, and she knows when to play it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wow.
But she's a little bit farther back. It's going to be hard work.
Yeah, it sure is. And
it is a long train to the finish.
Yeah, that's it. And it looks like, oh my gosh, it's absolutely lighting up here. Absolutely lighting up. It's really going for it. They're really going for it. And who's that coming through? It looks like Kimberly Gray. Kimberly Gray taking it on the line for KRT. That was amazing. And she got the sprint jersey too. So chapeau to Kimberly Gray. Absolutely awesome finish to the race. Well done. Well done, KRT.
That was legit.
That was impressive. And we will just see how the women are looking at the end of the race. And there's Kelsey. She's dusted, and she's smiling. I can see a smile. We've got a wave there. So well done to her. Impressive effort. And there's Katie. She's still smiling. She's still rocking and rolling. That's good. Keep going, Katie. Fantastic job. Fantastic effort out there. And let us jump back in and see the action from whichever group are coming across next. So who do we need to see now at this point? Is it Bees? Is it Bees? Are Bees going to be coming through?
Let's go in on the Bees, because there could be some attacks going on. It's their last lap.
Yeah. Okay. So just bear with me while I'm just going to go back to me, just into the pen, just for a few moments, and I'll just jump there. So this is the A group. So the A group are on their last lap now. The A group have just gone through that sprint banner. So it's bell lap for them. So there we go for the A group, and I'm just going to jump now to see how the B's are getting on. We're just going to join Laura Hicks once more and see how the action is looking with the B's here. And we can see Laura's it's showing her second place, which is fantastic position to be in. Of course, they've had the Saris and the Pro Closet team doing a really good job on them, and so this looks like a very, very small select group here now, doesn't it, Tofu?
It really does, and we have some good comments coming in as well.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, sure thing. We've got a great comment here from John. Vicky's doing fantastic, really is. She really is. Let's just pull her up on stream. There she is, plugging away.
Vicky shot at winning this whole thing. I think she's been in on the points every preem.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's got the power.
Right on, Vicky, and she's got John's support shouting her out there, and she's there plugging away. Sheer focus. Go, Vicky. Great job. And
Vicky was only a sea rider just a few months ago, so she's
yeah,
doing great.
that's really impressive, isn't it? When they get an upgrade and then they jump straight into the next group, and then they're really hanging tough too, because the jumps between the cats can be huge, can't they? They can be a big, hurt pain locker thing, and lots of people get upset, when they get upgraded. They go, oh, I don't like it now because I'm going to be at the back of the
The quote unquote complaining zone.
yes, but it's progress, man. You want to get better, you want to get
That's good
stronger,
for you.
and it is good for you. And I know from riding out for years on the road, you only get better if you ride with people who are stronger than you. That's very true. So we've got great KRT representation here. I can see 1, 2, 3. Is it 4 KRT jerseys again? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We've got Janssen and we've got Vicky Stedman. We do also have Laura Hicks and Anne-Marie Fontaine as well. So great job, all of you ladies, to hang tough in this front group, very select group of the front group of B cats out on course tonight.
No long range attacks yet.
No,
Everybody could be waiting just for the sprint finish.
yeah. So thanks, Victoria Seaton, for the comment in chat. KRT girls are awesome. They truly are. And we've got a lovely comment here from Kelsey saying, Kimmy with the win in the sea, and I knew it. She knew it. It was brilliant effort. And we've got some shout outs coming in for Vicky Stedman. So maybe she's the hot tip. Is she your hot tip, Tofu?
She could be. I don't know. I'm too excited.
Alex Johnson shouting out for Laura. Big shout out for Laura. So yeah, go Laura. Absolutely incredible. So thanks, chat, for keeping the comments coming in, and we'll keep trying to bring those to you and highlight those. So as they round the S's once more, and you may be just able to see on your screen that there are B's in front and behind, just the B cats that have been dropped off this race. The pace has been furious. They're doing about 25, 26, 27 miles an hour through this section. The rollers, you gather speed, you gather momentum, and then as you see the pack will roll through, and the drafting, the way the drafting works, it just pulls everyone through, and
the power will come on early. So I think you really need to be in like the top third of this group if you want any chance at the finish.
Absolutely. It's so rapid, so fast, and it can spit you out the back so quickly, so quickly. So great job here. Pick someone. Oh no, I've done it again. Sorry. Here we go. So this is the person who's right at the front there, doing 4.2 watts per kilogram, and then just easing as they go down for a little break for a second, but it's 4.2 again. They're putting the power back on.
And the watts are on.
Yeah, and here we go. Power up's getting dropped at this point now, and I can see red numbers just getting punched there. So I wonder if there's going to be an attack at the front. Wonder if the team are going to just say, right, no, hang on a minute, we're not going to let Saracen the Pros Closet take it for a final time. And who's going at the front there? It looks like someone's just trying to get away, but they're not going to be able to this time. I think it was the Sisu rider, El Seaman, and it's a great effort, really good effort just to try and push on.
That is not where I want to be.
No, not at this point here, not right now, but it's looking like it's going to just be, very interesting towards the end of this. I'm going to go with Boyenga, and I'm going to just see if I can get her sprint, because she's powerful, Boyenga. And
she's first on the red.
9.8. We've got 10 watts per kilogram from Socks for Watts as well, but Boyenga looks like they might just take it. Let's
Vicky
go.
Stedman is up there.
10 watts, 9.7, and Vicky Stedman coming through, looks like maybe 5th for Vicky Stedman from KRT. What an amazing sprint finish. Big numbers there from Boyenga. And again, PRs all across the board for those women. And that was the 7th time they've done that. Absolutely incredible. Let's just see how the impact that has had on Vicky. And she is absolutely delighted that she's finished. She's waving her arms. I don't know if that's the John to get the bottle of champagne ready. I hope it's on ice. But well done, Vicky. Yeah, she's nodding her head. So well done, Vicky. Absolutely incredible job there. Great sprint finish. Superb. And well done to Laura too. Great job, Laura. Fantastic effort there. Hanging tough at the front. supreme job. You can catch your breath and go and get a cold shower. Well done to you. And we're just going to jump back to the A's
now. Where
now.
are the A's?
That's the big question. I can't miss this now. After jumping around, feel like House of Pain. I've done that much jumping, and it looks like we're in the S's.
Oh, wow.
Time. We did it, Tofu. We did it. We got here. This is amazing. Right. Okay. So, despite everything, we've got the front of the A's now.
You have been a master.
Here we are. It's the bell lap. It's the end of the race, and we have got some supremely strong women who want to battle it out for this Valentine's Kiss elite race. The A-Cats at the front here. So
Claire Reed is still in there.
She's hanging tough. She is hanging tough, and here she is. Look, Claire. Absolutely, she hasn't changed. She has just been one picture of complete.
I think she's ready to win this.
I think she's going to give it everything. I think she's going to give it her all. I really do. And she's not a bad shout. She really isn't a bad shout. So I do wish her all the best for this sprint finish that's coming up.
Here comes the final pitch up.
Yeah, let me just get a better view than the one I've got right now, because that is not good. Let me see. Where am I? Okie-doke. There we go. Okie-doke. There we go. So yes, there we are. We are at the top of that S's. This is the bit now, alley on the road, and we can see Sarah.
The power is coming down already. This is going to be a long sprint.
Ruby Oaks taking it up at the front. Look at that, 5 watts per kilogram. She is really pushing out the watts now. She could be a hot tip for it, but I just seem to think that the women from Saracen, the Pros Closet, might just have a little bit more in the locker, as we see rider Elfa Kazdi from Sisu doing a brilliant job. But I think this is going to be a bit of a lead out, unfortunately. I think
that's a good play on that truck.
Going to be a bit of a lead out, I think, for the other riders who are coming through. We've got Tracy.
Woo, this could be anybody. Oh,
absolutely amazing. Katrina Weiss looks like she might just get it on the line. Is she going to take it? Oh, I think it was taken away. Wow. See Tracy on the line, but what a sprint from Katrina right at the death there. I think Tracy might just have edged it, but wow-wee, that was some finish. That was tight, wasn't it? Hey, at the end there, catch a breath. That was incredible. Well done to Claire Reed. There she is. I'm not sure that she's been sweating. She looks so calm. I'm always in a puddle of my own sweat when I finish a race like this. So well done to Claire. Amazing
job, Claire.
Amazing job. She's done brilliantly. There's a wave. She's given everyone a wave. So fantastic effort to do that and to finish so well as she has done there. So I make it that is the end of the action for our Valentine's Kiss race from KRT Live. So Tofu, thank you so much for joining me today. It's just 11:46 Alaskan time.
It is 11:46 Alaska time.
Man.
Do I tell you what? I am jittery. That was a fun day of racing. All of these ladies did amazing. Sprint after sprint. The course was relentless. It will be very interesting and fun to see the final results. It
really will, yeah. And we're just going to catch up with chat just before we finish and hear some messages from the team and from others. But yeah, so Victoria Seaton's just shouting amazing. And so she's so excited. She's struggling to have the power to type, So Vicky, we know exactly how you feel. We've got another shout here from Kelsey. Wow, strong finish, ladies. It really was. I mean, there was action all over the course there tonight from all cats. Super strong. Laura and Vicky on the pointy end. Get it, girls. You really did, yeah. And comment from John. Well done, Vicky. Supreme finish there. Kelsey coming in again with go, go, go. And John with another one. Great going, everyone. So thanks for the support, guys. Kelsey shouting out with a great stream. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support and great stuff. Lewis from John, thank you so much. And he's not forgotten you because he said, and Tofu. And I just want to say a massive thanks from myself, Tofu, because I know it's the first time you've jumped in and done any kind of commentary. and trying to make it as simple as possible, because that's our team motto, isn't it? Keep it super simple. However, sometimes things transpire against us, but I really appreciate the effort and the fact that you've joined me today. Thank you so much, and good luck with all your racing. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched, and anyone else who's jumped in chat. We've got a lovely comment here from John Beatty. Ruby Oaks, massive effort at the end. Boom. Completely agree with you. Right on to Ruby. Superb effort today. So keep on going, Ruby. And final comment here from Vixen. Great work, Vixens, from MTB Girl Katie. So thanks for joining us in chat. And yeah, ride on to all the Vixen ladies. So great effort. So yeah, so thanks, Tofu. And thanks for all the guys, everyone who's commented and been watching in chat. And hopefully we'll see you soon on another KRT live broadcast, live stream. Anything you want to add, Tofu?
No, this has been great. Thank you for the invite, Lewis. You did an amazing job. I know it's, I can't imagine how complicated it is juggling.
I don't know if I can hear you right now. I'm not hearing you, Tom.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not sure.
Can you hear me?
Don't worry, it's no problem at all. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. This is the beauty of live. So thank you so much to everyone who's joined us. I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day, whatever you're doing, whether you're in lockdown or whether you're free to roam because you're in Australia. You know, make the most of it. Get out and ride your bike and just have lots of Type 2 fun. So thank you so much to everyone, and take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.